Hey guys, so I am actually going to do this a little bit differently this time. I have already posted a video that is specific only for the Divine Feminine, some messages that wanted to come through for Divine Feminines. If you haven't seen that video, I will add the link in the description box so you can check that out. This one is going to be for the Divine Masculines. I split them up this time because I felt like there were some important messages that wanted to come through specifically for the Divine Feminine, and so I did that video separately, like actually a couple days ago. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of follow that format and do this reading for the Divine Masculine and see what comes through. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. So let's get right into it and see what is going on with the masculines. In the last readings, we saw that they, what I call being harassed by the universe, a lot of signs, just a lot of triggers, a lot of things happening to help them to see that what they are doing and the ways that they have been handling the situation is just leading them to dead ends. So that has been intensified for them. So let's see what is going on now with the masculines. All right, we have apprehension, moving out into the world, doubt and fear. Yeah, so this is exactly it. Right now, after having been harassed, they're feeling like they're just doubting everything. They're doubting all the ways in which they have been handling the situation, their approaches, and because of that, it's making them retreat. All right, it's making them have some doubts, have some fears as to how they can proceed because they realize that everything they've been doing just hasn't been working. So for a lot of you, you might have felt their energy having pulled back a little bit. This is the reason. So they're not going to stay in that energy forever. All right, let's see what else. All right, we have action, shadow work, and soulmate. So the energy that they are finding themselves in at the moment, which is after having had all these triggers, it is pushing them to take action when it comes to actually doing the shadow work that is needed in order to move towards their soulmate, divine soulmate, twin flame, whatever your connection is. But it's pushing them to do whatever shadow work, whatever fears, whatever doubts are left when it comes to the connection with their divine feminine. All right, so this is actually very, very, it's very positive. It's difficult for sure, but it's a very positive message here. So basically what I'm doing is I'm just getting a whole bunch of oracle cards, and then I will also use tarot. All right, so from this deck we have, I don't know how that's pronounced, panacea. There is a solution for every problem. How relevant is this to what I've been saying? That their approach has not worked. They feel like there is a problem, right? Because they're not happy. They're not feeling fulfilled. Their legs, their feet, have been tied. What they are coming to realize with everything that has been happening to them in their lives is that there is a solution for every problem. All right, so yes, right now they're in this state of apprehension, as I said, but that's because this is what they're processing, and this is what the universe is helping them to realize, that there is a solution. It's just the solution is not what you've been doing, and this is why they're taking action towards that shadow work. That shadow work is going to lead them to that solution to move towards their divine feminine. Okay, so they've really been through a lot, all right, the past few weeks. I mean, because this has just been so consistent. All right, let me pull from just, actually, let me use this deck. All right, let's see, what else? Risk. All right, so this solution, right? The solution to their problem is going to involve a risk. All right, and it's going to be a big leap of faith. It's going to have to be something that, yes, they are fearful of. Yes, something that they are doubtful about. They're going to have to move out into the world and take that risk. That is going to be the solution to their problem, is to actually take action on something that they are fearful of. All right, and for each of them, it's different. So, all right, we have listening and wisdom. So if you're wondering if your masculine is even picking up on these messages from the universe and actually learning these lessons that they're being taught through these triggers, right, about finding that solution, taking that risk, the answer here is yes. They're listening to that wisdom. They're listening to their own inner wisdom and to the wisdom of the universe. All right, so they've retreated, as I said. A lot of them have just gone within because they are coming to that realization. Because of that, because they're being so quiet and just being focused just on themselves and on that quietness, that's giving them the opportunity to listen and to be able to pick up on these messages. All right, so let's get into the tarot. See if we get anything more specific here for what's been going on with them. Alright, the Nine of Wands, the Hermit, and the Five of Swords. Yeah, see, so this is exactly it. They are going through a very challenging time. They've been going through a very challenging time, alright? But it feels like they're almost at the end. It's kind of like, the Nine of Wands is like the wounded warrior, right? So they have been hurt. They are exhausted. It's like they have pretty much exhausted like every alternative, like every solution to trying to make their lives fulfilling, to try to make their lives better, to resolve these problems, right? They're almost at the end there. And I feel like for a lot of them, they've almost gotten to that point of giving up, but they're not, they're pushing through. And here we have the Hermit, which is exactly what I was talking about, that they are turning within. They're being quiet. They have retreated at the moment. And it's because they're feeling that doubt. And so it's kind of like they have to reevaluate everything that they've been doing and all of these approaches that they thought were going to work. And now they're realizing that either they were just fooling themselves, right? The Five of Swords, they were just pretty much stabbing their own self in the back. And so they are undergoing a lot of heavy energy as well, because in the video that I did for the Divine Feminines, it was for those of you who are feeling some heaviness. All right, they're feeling that as well. All right, let's just get a few more, and then we'll close it off with one final oracle card that will be a message for those of you who are watching, all right, if this is resonating. And if it does resonate, please do give me a like. It does mean a lot to me and it helps me out a lot. Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to see what they're moving towards. We're already seeing that, but just more specifically, let's see what is coming up. So next couple of weeks. All right, we have Judgment, Temperance, and the Six of Pentacles. Okay, wow, look at this shift here. This is amazing. This is so much healing, so much balance, and a lot of truth realizations. This is then, with this Judgment card, this is then actually listening to that wisdom, being able to hear the announcements that the universe is like screaming at them right now. All right, seeing the truth of this challenge that they have been through. All of this effort that they were using in the wrong way. All right, it's like this Five of Swords. It's like fighting the wrong battle. They were fighting the battle to win the battle, but they're losing the war because of that, because they're fighting the wrong battle, basically. And it's just ending up hurting them. So they're moving from that to having that realization, which is bringing them to this place of healing and balance. Yes, it might be taking a little bit of time with Temperance, but it is balancing them. It's bringing them balance, and it's bringing them a sense of peace. So that sense of peace is what is going to push them forward to feel like they can find the solutions, that they can give and fight the right battle. All right, so I know it's not very specific, but I feel like these were the messages that were important at the moment for those of you watching this and resonating with this. So I'm actually not going to clarify because I feel like I'm just feeling guided that these were the messages for this week. This is what is important for you to know. So let's get just a final oracle card to close out the reading, a message for those of you watching. Actually, let me get one more. We have a leg up, why, and regeneration. Okay, so with a leg up, there is a lot of help that the Divine Masculines are getting at the moment. And it could be, for a lot of them, divine guidance, divine assistance. And for others, it's that they're actually getting help in the 3D. And also, it's coming, the message is coming through again, that the Divine Feminine can assist the Masculine, all right, in the 5D. All right, I've made a video about that. I think it was about a month ago, so I'll add the link to that video as well. We have why. And this is related to that Hermit card, that yes, they are asking all the right questions. They're asking these questions to themselves. And this is what is helping them to find the solution. That is what is helping them to gain that inner wisdom. All right, and regeneration. So this is all about a rebirth. This is like the Judgment card. All of these cards are very, very consistent and related. All right, there is a destruction of the old way of thinking, fighting the wrong battle, using the wrong methods to find that fulfillment. There's a destruction of that and moving towards a completely new way of thinking, a new way of being, all right, which is going to be related to taking a risk, taking action towards their soulmate. All right, guys, those were the messages. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys soon. Much love.